Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we're going to be playing some more World of Warships Legends. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's go ahead and see what we are going to be playing today. We're going to let the wheel decide as usual. And let's wait for it. And we are going to be playing the Rochester. Thank God it did not pick the frickin' San Diego. It was very close. Thank Jesus. Alright, so we are going to be playing the Rochester today, which I actually don't mind playing that ship whatsoever. Let's go ahead and head on over to my Tier 7 Americans, and let's play the Rochester. So, before we start playing this ship, though, I'm going to go ahead and do a little quick review of what my build is, and then we'll go ahead and go on and play a match. That's usually how we do it here, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So, the upgrades and loadout. I am running Aiming Systems Mod 1. I'm running Propulsion Mod 2. I'm running Concealment Systems Mod 1. And for the final upgrade, I am running Main Battery Mod 3. For the loadout, you've got HE, Armor Piercing, you've got Standard Damage Control Parties, 2 Defensive AAs on my build, 2 Sonars, and 2 Smoke Generators. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and go over to my commander and put on fully packed. I usually put on fully packed when I'm running heavy cruisers, so I'm going to get an extra of each one of these. So I'm going to get 3 DFAAs, 3 sonars, and 3 smoke generators, okay? That's right. The Rochester is an American heavy cruiser with smoke, so it's quite unique. It doesn't have radar. Instead, it gets smoke. So there you go. Now, one thing to keep in mind is I don't have a heal, so I cannot be affording to take hits. The Rochester is an AA support cruiser, which means this ship is not supposed to be the center of attention whatsoever. I'm a support cruiser. I gotta hang back and support. That's it. Okay, that's it. We're running all the economy flags along with the epic battle booster as well. We're running the Legends 4-year veteran flag along with the Type 9 camo that the ship comes with, and I really do like the look of this heavy cruiser. As you guys can see, the deck. I mean, it looks really nice. I like the wooden deck kind of thing going, and I do like it. It does look really, really good. I don't know about you guys, but this cruiser, very nice looking. If we go over to the specs, survivability, we've got 41,900 hit points, and the armor, 16 through 203 millimeters of armor, and 4% torpedo damage reduction. You basically got no torpedo reduction, so do not take torpedoes if you can freaking help it, okay? Now for the artillery, you've got 9 8-inch 203 millimeter guns. You got 6 front, and you got 3 in the back, okay? You got 2 turrets in the front, 1 turret in the back, if that makes sense. Anyway, our firing range on my build is 18.3 kilometers with a 10.3 second reload, and the 180 degree turn time is pretty bad with a 35.3 second 180 degree turn time. Now for the HE shell maximum damage, it's 2,800 with a 17% chance of setting fires. And the AP shell maximum damage, of course, keep in mind that maximum damage means if you get a Citadel. So if I was to get a Citadel with the HE or the AP, it would be 5,500 for the AP, 2,800 for the HE, okay? And the ship also has a few secondaries, but let's be real, it's a cruiser. You should not have to depend on your secondaries whatsoever. If you do, you're playing it wrong, okay? Now for the AA defense, this is where the ship really shines. I'm hoping that the match we play in the Rochester will be a carrier game. I really hope we do, because this ship has phenomenal anti-aircraft along with our DFAAs as well. So when you combine our DFAAs with our really good AA, it really does make this ship a deadly, deadly threat for any aircraft carrier on the enemy team. Now for the maneuverability, we've got 34 knot maximum speed, with a 750 meter turning circle radius and a 10.5 second rudder. For the concealment, we've got 10.8 by sea. We've got detectability by air is 6.8. Detectability after firing main guns by air is 10.8. And detectability while ship is on fire, 9.8. Okay? 2 guaranteed, of course, with a 7.1 second while firing, or 7.1 kilometer while firing in smoke. Now, we take a look at the armor. The armor on this ship, it is pretty good. You got 27 millimeters of bow and stern armor. 27 millimeters of armor is enough to ricochet shells, armor-piercing shells, up to 380 millimeters or 381 millimeters. So anything with 15-inch guns or smaller, you will be able to tank a majority of those shells, okay? So just keep that in mind. This ship does have pretty good armor. It's an American heavy cruiser. It's got 27 millimeters plastered everywhere, and that is enough if you go bow or stern on to tank 15-inch guns or smaller, okay? So keep that in mind. If you go over to the overview, superior AP pin, true, I would say. Extended smoke, yep, American smoke, and of course powerful AA defenses. Take a look at the commander. We've got Norman Scott, we've got Francesco Mambelli, and Nikolai Kuznetsov as inspirations. We got Beyond Range, Igniter, Punch Through, Fixated, and Fully Packed. I do apologize for the notifications if you guys are hearing those. But nonetheless, I will see you guys over in the game. Here we go. Let's freaking go. I just remembered that we are actually going to be just literally playing a game. I'm not even going to be pausing, so no edit in this video. It's a one take, kind of like the previous videos. And I do like it because it basically shows, you know, that I'm not a perfect player and everything is live, you know. I'm not nitpicking, essentially, so I'm not cherry picking or nitpicking my matches. So the matches you guys are going to be going forwards are either going to be, you know, just any random game, or yeah, that's about it. So one takes are a lot more believable, let's just say that. Now, we are in a game here. We are in a tier 6 and 7 lobby. We're on Sleeping Giant, and it's a domination mode. So there you go. We got 3 destroyers on the enemy team, 2 cruisers, and 4 battleships. It looks like we got 2 radar cruisers as well. Both of them are radars, so there you go. Gotta love it. Now I'm going to go ahead and go on over and go on Do Not Disturb because I don't want to get pinged constantly. And there you go. I'm in the middle of recording, goddammit. But anyway, let's see what we can go ahead and do. I'm trying to debate. Do I want to go left or right? I think we're going to go... you know, what are we doing with in terms of battleships? We got an Iowa, a John Bart, North Carolina, and a Caracacholo. Well, there's a 50-50% chance that we'll be dealing with 16-inch guns. That's what I'm mainly worried about, so we're just going to go off to the left and see what happens. Hope for the best, essentially. Remember, no matter what happens in this game, if I die, if I live, if I lose, if I win, no matter what happens in this game, it's going to go up on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. That's what these one takes are all about, okay? So keep that in mind. But, yeah, we're going to go off to the left here and see what we can go ahead and do. I'm really hoping that this side of the map will not be overloaded with the whole enemy team. I hope that it's a pretty balanced fight so we can actually do some things. Because you got to remember, the Rochester on my build, I have no heals. You know, I'm using a smoke, so I really got to depend on, you know, not getting hyper-focused, essentially. You know what I mean? So, there you go. Now, the Rochester, you got to keep in mind, this thing has excellent 203mm 8-inch guns. And these guns absolutely will, you know, smack around anything. And I mean anything. Cruisers, battleships, destroyers, you name it. If you load the right shell at the right angle at the right time, you will smack people with these guns. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These guns are nasty. Okay? Especially broadside cruisers and broadside really anything, but cruisers and battleships, especially cruisers, you gotta watch out for these armor-piercing shells. You really do, because they are freaking nasty. Now, we're gonna stop right around this island here. I don't want to overextend just in case someone is, you know, bonsai charging around the corner, so we're just gonna take it nice and slow, and we're not gonna be overly aggressive. And you gotta keep in mind, too, that a cruiser that decides to live is more valuable than a cruiser that decides to go out there and die, okay? So I would rather take it slow and cautious than freaking go out there and all willy-nilly and throw my ship away. We gotta play smart, guys. We gotta play freaking smart. I can't emphasize that enough. So we're slowing down, just kind of taking it slow around this corner. I don't want to, you know, push way too hard here and overextend myself. I've done that too many times to count off the top of my head. So I'm trying to play it cautious here, guys. So it looks like nothing so far is around this corner. We're just going to sit here for a sec, wait for our battleships to get up here, especially the Strasbourg. Maybe he might be able to come up and help. Now notice the mini-map, okay? Keep an eye on the mini-map. It looks like there is a cruiser coming over here, and it looks like all the battleships are over there. So, this means that we are going to be able to come around this corner and actually get into the cap. We have a perfect opportunity to do so, and I think we can get some nice little crossfires out, maybe get some decent shots in. Now, I don't know what we're running aground on Wargaming. There's nothing here. Like, there's nothing here. What are we running aground on, dude? What the fuck? There's nothing there on my screen. I don't even know why we're running aground. You gotta love it. Wargaming, dark freaking magic, okay? I'm trying to get myself into a position, and the game's like, nope, no positioning for you. We're gonna run you aground on an invincible fucking sandbank. Jesus, man. Gotta love it. But anyway, we got a shot on this John Bart. We're gonna aim a little higher, and we're gonna see if we can't get some really decent penetrations. We know we can get some really decent penetrations with these 8-inch guns, and we are going to be able to hopefully chew him up. As you guys can see there, 8,000 damage, almost 9,000 damage, first salvo. Yeah, that is just American 203mm guns for you, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna keep doing it over and over and over and over again until this guy either dies or angles. If he decides to angle-dangle, we're gonna load the HE and absolutely burn him down. But as you guys can see, we're already up to 16,000 damage with 2 salvos. And, I mean, look at the AP damage, guys. I mean, look how disgusting it is. 3 salvos, 20k. I mean, it's just American 203 guns for you. I can't say it enough. Now, we're gonna just keep on ripping him apart. Now, we're actually gonna switch over to HE because he's starting to angle a little bit, and it looks like we got a destroyer out here. But he is actually just bonsai charging, so we're not even going to be able to get a shot on him, but we will be able to get a shot at this guy. It's a Akazuki, and he is, yeah, caught out in the middle here, in the wide open, and we're just going to take some shots. We haven't even needed to use our smoke screen yet, which is nice. So there you go. Now, we're just going to keep on, you know, cycling these 203mm guns, and just, that's what cruisers are all about, guys, at the end of the day. You just want to keep on keeping the fire out there, you know what I mean? So, we got some decent hits there on that Akazuki. 5 out of the 9 shells hit. There you go. I'm gonna pop my sonar because I don't know if there's torpedoes inbound from one of these destroyers. So I'm trying to just keep an eye out for torpedoes potentially. But yeah, I don't really know what our team is doing in the back of the map right now. Our Shiriatsuyu and our Fletcher are just, yeah, not doing a whole lot. Our freaking Indianapolis is kiting around. And I mean, I don't blame them, but still, you know, we've got really nobody coordinating, nobody pushing. We got this guy over here, the Iowa, in the back of the map. So far, the team positioning is not very good. It's questionable, to say the least. So there you go. Now, the battleships that are left in Iowa, and North Carolina, and Caracacholo, there's a lot of hard hitters. I'm worried about the 16-inch guns, man, because if I get hit by those, there's no angling to them, and there's a chance that I could just get absolutely annihilated. So I'm more concerned about those 16-inchers, if anything. I really don't want to get caught out by those. Now, I'm trying to see if I can get myself into a decent position here to maybe sneak some shots off on people. But unfortunately, I just don't think it's going to be happening because all these guys are behind this island, and if I wanted to actually come out, well, I would get obliterated. So that's kind of the whole deal here. So we're just going to play it patient here and hope that our frickin' teammates do some things, you know what I mean? So all we got to do is play it nice and patient. We don't got to be overly aggressive. And there you go. I don't know if I can actually lob. I think I can lob that, maybe? Get some shells over? No? I guess not. Okay. Yeah, our team is just falling apart. All of our destroyers are dead within the first 7 minutes of the game, so this is starting to look like a loss. And I can't push around this corner. Like, I would like to push around this corner, but I know what's going to happen if I push around this corner. Their whole enemy team is here. All 3 of their battleships are here. If I push around this corner, I'm a dead man. I know this. So I'm not pushing around. If anything, they're going to push me. I ain't pushing them, dude. Fuck that shit. And there's actually, behind us, there's a Z-39, of course. So now we gotta back up and worry about that guy. Which is just fantastic. But the Iowa should be able to do things. I mean, he's right there in front of him. There you go. Good hit, Iowa. Good freaking hit. Oh, great. And this guy is right here, too. I don't think I can really help him too much. And I can try. I'm worried about this Celtic that might just come around the corner. Now, Z-39B just got all of his torpedoes off, which is not good. Our Iowa's dead. And, yeah, I mean, just the team right now not doing too good, man. It's just not doing too good right now whatsoever. Good shit, Strasbourg. Good shit, man. Alright, so Strasbourg got the destroyer. That's huge. So now we can focus on the people out in front of us. There you go. That's exactly what we want. Now, I'm trying to see what this North Carolina's doing. I'm still sonared, so the Celtic still has a sonar up, which is unfortunate. But I will have my sonar up very shortly. And maybe I'll be able to spot him as well. There you go. Now, North Carolina is currently not even looking at us, so we're just going to be able to get some decent hits here. Just like that. He's solo charging out here. I'm not really sure why. But we're going to be able to just absolutely smack him broadside with these 203's. Just like so. It's all about being patient, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about being patient. Waiting for the enemy to make mistakes like this. And that is exactly what we are doing. We're waiting for these guys to make mistakes. Because, ooh, look at that. Strasbourg, once again, getting an absolutely devastating hit on target. Whoever this Strasbourg is, if you're watching the video, shout out to you. Holy crap. Jesus. Not all the teammates are bad. Not all of them are playing bad right now. There are a few of us that are actually trying our best here. But holy smokes, that was disgusting. Holy. But yeah. Iowa's still hanging around this corner here. He's hugging the island, so I'm not gonna... Or he's not hugging the island, but he's around the island, and I'm not gonna come around, you know, and get potentially nuked here. I'm really trying to just play it careful. I'm playing it safe. I'm not trying to be overly aggressive here. Remember, too, that we are also in the points lead right now. I'm just waiting for, hopefully, one of these guys to make a mistake so I can capitalize on it. But it just does not look like that's happening at the moment. I'm gonna take a risky move here. I'm gonna peek my head around the corner and potentially maybe get some guys spotted and maybe even nuke somebody. The Iowa is currently stern tanking, so a majority of his firepower is not even, you know, on target here. So he might be able to come around the corner and potentially get some sneaky shots off on people, or some cheeky shots rather on people. Now, if you notice, someone's actually inside the cap behind us. That is really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. It looks like it's the Jervis. The Jervis decided to sneak around on us. So there you go. We can worry about him in a second. Let's first try to see if we can't neuter these guys. Especially this Iowa here. Let's see if we can.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Alright, we got torpedoes inbound. That's 5 out of the 10. The Jervis just sent. That's 10. Okay, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna hopefully take out this Jervis here. If I can't take him out, at least I can get inside the cap and contest it. So that's what we're trying to do here. I am still spotted by this Indianapolis. Holy smokes, man. Alright, I'm gonna freaking turn my guns around. I'm gonna keep my back gun on target at least. We know that Jervis is on, like, no HP. So, we're just gonna use our back gun here, back up accordingly. I don't know how that dude is actually penetrating us at this angle, but hey, who cares, right? Shit happens. But I'm currently sonared once again. And our teammates right here, our Strasbourg, is still pushing on hard. Pushing on strong. I'm trying to just not be all willy-nilly here. Good shit, Strasbourg. Strasbourg actually just took out the guy, so there you go. I'm currently sonared by the destroyer. I'm just waiting for him to make a mistake. Waiting for him to come around the corner. And yeah, that's it. So we currently, all we have to do is take out this freaking destroyer and we can move out and do our thing. I'm trying to also wait, maybe even for my freaking sonar to come online. That would also be really nice. Just trying to play it patient. I've got my sonar in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Papa Rooney. There he is. Strasbourg actually should be able to kill him. And there we go. There we
Torpedoes
go.
start.
That Strasbourg, man. Whoever that guy is. Huge shout out to you. Holy
to
smokes. Alright, good kill, good kill. I'm able to spot all these torpedoes as well. Now, all we need to do is get this cap and kill this frickin' battleship. And the cruiser. That'd be great as well. The cruiser, I know I can out-damage a frickin', whatever you call it. Forgot the name of that ship. Indianapolis. I know I can out-damage an Indianapolis. Now, unfortunately, our Strasbourg is caught broadside right now. Not a whole lot we can do about that. I'm just trying to... Oh, yeah. I think we have to kill these guys. We cannot win on points anymore. It all comes down to killing these guys. So, yep. There it is. So we have to take these guys out. Unfortunately. So let's try to do that. Really hoping we get some decent RNG here. Looks like we did, so we're still alive. We should be good. Down he goes, and I think the Indianapolis is currently hiding behind the island. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to kill him, and that's going to be a loss, unfortunately, because he's hiding, and, I mean, hey, that's the right play. So, nice job to the Indianapolis. But, yeah. But that's that, guys. That's this game right here. Not a whole lot we could have done. I mean, remember, we're a Rochester. I think that I played this game really well, all things considering. Remember, the Rochester doesn't have heals, and it cannot afford to tank 16-inch guns, let alone, you know, a bunch of guns around that corner. So I held that corner as hard as I could. It's just unfortunate that the team was not up to par this match here. But as you guys can see, me, that Strasbourg, and this Tirpitz here were actually top. Everybody else, I mean, they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, these destroyers down here did absolutely nothing this game. It is what it is. But, hey, you can't win them all, right? You can't win them all, unfortunately. But I did the best I could with the amount of, with the limited resources I had. I have no radar, I've got no heals, so I can't afford to be the aggressor in the Rochester. Remember, it's a support cruiser, guys. It's not designed or freaking allowed to be overly aggressive, because you don't got heals. If I was to have pushed around that corner, I would have gotten absolutely obliterated by those 3 battleships. So, you can't win them all. You win some, you lose some, right? But, nonetheless, everybody, 82,000 damage in the Rochester. We got a kill. We did our part. We were second on the team. I think we did the best we could with the limited amount of resources we had at our disposal. But nonetheless, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to go down there and hit that like button. If you guys maybe learned something, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. And nonetheless, everybody, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.